Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good day, I bid to everyone. My name is ALYA JAZILAH from Intake PISMP June 2021 from Institute Pendidikan Guru Campus Raja Melewa. My lecturer for this EDUP3013 Philosophy and Education in Malaysia is Dr. Haji Kamaruddin bin Haji Abu Hassan. Today, I would like to talk about an interesting topic, which is viewpoints of Islamic, Western, and Eastern philosophers on knowledge and education. Let us begin. Islamic Philosophers' Views on Education by Turki Rahib, 1984. He believed that a strong belief towards Allah and His prophets, angels, heaven, hell, and the day of resurrection, strong moralities down to earth and noble, pious deeds on this realm and hereafter, knowledgeable in every kind of aspects. So, in Islamic philosophers, they view the hereafter and current realm as the balanced aspect that we need to achieve in our life in the education. Yusuf Al-Qaradawi, 1980, in Zawawi Haji Ahmad, 1984, defined education as a whole, ranging from first, mind. Mind, we need to have a positive mindset that we'll learn something today to help others in the future. Second, heart, we need to have a good heart that we learn something not just for ourselves, but for others as well. And third, spirit, we need to have a positive vibes that can convey to others, that can transfer to others to let them be successful or be as positive as us. Fourth, physical. We need to have a good physical movement or health that we be able to continue our day peacefully. Fifth, moral. We need to have a very good values in ourselves. Like we need to learn something sincerely. We need to help others in the future. And the sixth one, behavior. We need to have a good behavior. As example, if we have some, or if the lecturers or the teacher give us homework to do or assignments to do, we need to complete the assignments as soon as we have a good behavior, as we have a good responsibility in ourselves. Islam's philosophies on education are based on the following concepts by Muhammad Kamal Hassan, 1989. First one, lifelong education. This is the pendidikan sepanjang hayat. And second one, comprehensive development in terms of body, emotion, spirit, and intellect. So everything that we learn today is not just as based on exams just itself, but it is a way to develop ourselves to become a better human being. The third one, function as Allah's servant and caliph of the earth. Caliph of the earth is we need to be able to help others in the sector that we know of, and this allow us to become the guide to guide people around us, so that if they doesn't know something, we need to teach them about that, so that be able to develop or increases the chances of their life. And fourth, harmonizing nature and surroundings while compromising faith, intellect, and pious deeds. So everything that you do, every good deed that you do, and as everything that you do, you need to have a very good mindset and need to be sincere in your life. And the last one, al-falah, which means to succeed in this life and hereafter. The success here is not that you have everything, not is everything is perfect, but it is something that benefit you and others as well. Western philosophers' views and education divide into two, which is traditional and modern. In traditional, we have perennialism and essentialism, and in modern, we have progressivism, constructivism, and existentialism. Move on to traditional first, which is perennialism, which is the sole purpose of education is to find the truth and proceed to understand said truth. The truth can be obtained from past civilizations, such as the R.M. Hutchins, Mortimer, Jacques Maritain. So, as here, teacher need to deliver a fact to their students, not telling lies to the student, because the student deserve to know the truth. The second one is essentialism. Education is implemented through basic knowledge, important skills, and attitudes. James Bacon in 1893 to 1978 and Hyman George Recover 1900 and 1986 believe that a good member of society can be formed if they were educated in such way. So what way? It is a way that able them to learn something and deliver it to the others and teach it to the others. So, as of here, the teacher's job is to understand something in terms of the concept, the examples, the characteristic, and how it runs, and deliver it to the students with a very something that is understandable to them. Moving on to Western modern philosophy. So first one, progressivism. Education is a process of creating an individual based on their interactions with the surroundings. Therefore, it must be natural and based solely on the students. So the teacher's job here not to just feed the student the thing that they deserve to know, but it is the teachers need to initiate something that in the student's mind so that they be able to adapt to critical thinking. Like if they discuss something, as example, as a picture in the PowerPoint. So the students need to know what the picture is about, not just the teacher tell them about, here is a cat picture. The cat is angry with her owner. Not just like that, but the teacher need to initiate it. Second one is constructivism. Students must be exposed to the current social issues in society. For that matter, they will be educated and trained with problem-solving knowledge and skills. Here, the teacher need to initiate social issues such as COVID-19 vaccine, marriage abuse, something like that, so that the students can know about that and learn about that and know what to do if they are situated in that situation. So it is able to initiate problem solving skills. Next one is existentialism. Knowledge and education are based on individuals' experience with their surroundings. Therefore, it is considered relative that changes from time to time according to circumstances. So, there's something that we learn today may be able to change tomorrow. So, don't just stand in the fact that this is right, this is wrong. Maybe tomorrow this is wrong and that is right. So, be someone who adapt to change. Moving on to Eastern philosophers' views on education. So, from the Confucius or Confucius, emphasizing education need to have the respect towards parents, respect to elders, diligence, loyalty, thrifty, tolerance, wisdom, courage. So, based on this pyramid, we can see that everything that is good is education. So, the Eastern philosophers believe that someone who have education need to have good moral values. Moving on to Rabbi Tagore views on education. The concept of education, he believes, is a process of preparing an individual for the future. The purpose of education, to create a comprehensive individual through interactions and integrations from the surroundings, and teacher's role as he believes as act as facilitator or pioneer of discussion and generator of ideas among the students. So that's why I said here, the teacher's job is not just feed the education to the student's mouth, but as initiator to initiate something in the student's mind. Source of knowledge and goals of Islamic education. The goals of Islamic education divide into three, which is the first one, to form a generation of Muslims that are intellectual and pious. Second one, they are also aware of their positions on this world as God servants and a responsible leader that are excellent in every aspect, and Muslim able to harmonize and stabilize in between this realm and hereafter, so that they may succeed in both realms. So as we can see here, we can conclude that Muslims do not to be focused in this current realm just itself, but they need to also focus on the hereafter deeds, which they have responsibility as a God servants to perform the ibadah. So the education here, it is to lead he or she to a better Muslim. Sources of knowledge divide into five, which is first one, perception. When you have an issue to discuss, we have the perception that this issue is going to be bad, this issue going to be good. So that is perception. The second one, argument. So when we have the issue that we're going to discuss, people will deliver their opinions regarding the issue. So that is the agreement that how the knowledge or the education starts to grow. And the third one, introspection. Introspection is we analyze opinions regarding others about something that they discuss. Is this agreement that is this opinions that they give us reliable? Is this opinion good? Is this opinion logic? So that's how the introspection goes. And the third one, memory. Memory is someone memorize or take note of something that we have discussed. And the last one, testimony. Testimony is when we conducting a research on the issue that we have problem with or we have discussed with, so that we get to know the conclusion and the conclusion through all on how the issues going and to get the result. Goals of Western educations, which is the first one, paternalism, believes that the goal of education is to make students understand the Western civilization. Students need to learn the history about their culture so that they know what their ancestors have been learned throughout the past time. And second one, essentialism, believes that knowledge should be passed down to students in a systematic way. This is how the curriculum starts, and this is how the concept of curriculum states. And the third one, progressivism. Education must be focused on the kids themselves as a whole, not on the teachers nor the contents. So here, this is the definition of the student-centered role. That's how the teacher need to act as a facilitator. The last one, goals of Eastern education, which emphasize on humans' growth and the transformation of children's maturity to responsible adults. We can conclude here that the knowledge that they learn will be able to help them in the future and help others in the future. And this is the hot questions based on this topic. So that's all from me. Thank you.